Welcome back to the TT podcast. This is episode 2 with Paul Jordan. If you've not listened to part 1, make sure you head back and listen to that. Before we get to this point, I think we'd discussed TT 2022, but there was 2 main talking points, and just briefly we spoke about it before the start of the podcast, and you are sick of talking about it, but I don't care. We're going to go there. Before we get to the podium, during practice week, I believe it was, or was it in the race?
First Superbike race. Was it Saturday? First Saturday's that warm-up lap.
Oh, the warm-up lap in the morning. You people have seen it probably online 1,000 times. Did you get hit by a bird, or did a bird get hit by a motorcyclist?
I hit the board.
Where was it? Down Sulby?
Just outside the pub.
Yeah.
I must have been going in for a pint. I just
heading across.
I just phased it for him.
So what? You're doing 180,
190?
Yeah. So a bird, boom, out of nowhere hits you, but it hits you right.
Oh, right's gone and right and face first.
Yeah.
Took the visor clean off my head, broke the side pods. The actual bit, the helmet, the visor plugs onto was completely gone and everything. And then I just face full of blood and feathers and guts and just bust. Eye was bust, nose was bust, lip was bust.
When you say bust, you actually mean broken?
No, bro, I wasn't broken.
There was no broken bones?
It's only a board.
I know, but you're doing 180 mile an hour.
I know, I honestly don't. I still don't know how I didn't fall off. Or how it didn't knock me out. That's the God's honest truth.
You finished the lap, no visor.
No, I had to pull in. Whenever I can remember seeing the bird. This is the thing. I seen it because Mike Brown was in front of me, and all I seen was his wee shoulder going whoop, pop down, boom, just like somebody threw a jab. Just rolled the shoulder, hit me. I mean, straight. Just I can't describe how much of a bang it was, but I don't know why my reaction didn't let go. That's the bit I just still held on.
Yeah.
And then from obviously that's just a straight part of the road, and obviously it fazed me. That part of it. And I stopped just the kink just at the end of Sulby.
Yep.
I just stopped in there at the left, and there's a pair of little lads standing, and there's a marsh stand. I said, "Here, mate, you take this bike." He's going, "Oh, I can't grab your bike." I was like, "You don't grab it, I'm dropping it." So he ended up dropping it. So he broke the screen. The bird didn't break the screen. He thought the bird broke it, but it's actually the marshal. So I stopped, and I was just trying to get myself clear. There was blood just coming out of me.
Wait, your blood or?
That was my bit of both, to be fair.
Oh, God.
And this arm was all covered in blood and whatnot, and feathers, and I had feathers inside my mouth. And then I just sort of took my helmet off, trying to just calm myself down, because I was just like, what's actually happened here? And then I was trying to calm myself down. The wee house next door, they brought me out ice and cleaned my face up and all, and then I was like, I need to sort of make my way back here, don't I? And your mum was like, "Do you know where you are?" I was like, "Oh, I have an idea, but I don't know how I'm getting back." So he escorted me the whole way back to the paddock. Got back to the paddock, and somebody had radioed 3 or messaged John to let them know, right, screen's gone, Paul needs a helmet, have to do a medical. So literally got back to the paddock, they took the bike, went straight, get past fit from the med, and then got my spare helmet, put it on. As I was doing that, they were just wheeling the bike to no man's land. Jumped on her, off it went.
For the race?
Yeah, off it went.
Was it that close?
That's how close it was. I thought it was, because there was a time on my dash, there's the local time, and I was like, I'm never making this back. And I literally got back and no more. But I could feel my face was massive. That's what I was more worried that this eye would close, and I was panicking about that. So then they tried taping it, but I could see when I was on the bike, when I was focusing, I could see the tape, so I had to get the tape off me.
Sorry, Paul. They were trying to tape your eye
down.
Trying to tape your skin down to stop the swelling going into your eye.
Make him look better, yeah.
Something like that. So then I was alright. So then during the race, I didn't have the tape on at the stage because I didn't have time to get the tape. But I felt my face. I was in no man's. I was like, "Jeepers, this is sore." So I was right. I think it was the 4th or 5th lap of the Superbike race. I was like, "Jeez, I can't feel this anymore." I was like, the swell must have went down. I don't know why I was thinking these stupid things, but this was going through my mind. And then obviously got myself back, and I broke down in that race in the 5th lap. So yeah, it was an eventful morning.
And then you got off and you looked in the mirror and you just you looked
2 black eyes. Wait, sorry?
You look fantastic. You look fantastic now, mate. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't. I wasn't great. Had to go and purchase sunglasses and whatnot.
You can't believe it, can you?
No, you can't.
How How a bird would recognise who you are and find you and get you like that.
It was the one of the things that actually was going through my head was I was actually coming out through the quarries, and I just reminded, oh shit, I didn't activate my airbag suit. I forgot to turn it on. So I was like saying to myself, I wonder if that bird had hit me that impact, would it have switched, deployed?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, I'm sure the shit wasn't, like, that's serious pressure that was hitting me.
It's a proper G, isn't
it? It was, tell you what, I'll take out boxing or something, because if a bird can't take me out, what's a fist going to do? Like,
mate, yeah.
But I honestly, I still don't know. Realistically, I should have been knocked out. Like,
That's I tell you what, it's a good advert for Arrai, though, isn't it?
Oh, it definitely is. And the lad brought me the visor back. There wasn't even.
Did you find it?
Oh, he brought it back to me, and all it was just the wee vent. That was all out of it. Could plug it straight back in.
Flipping heck.
And I got one of my side pods back. So if anybody's listening and they got the second, I would like it back, please.
It'd be a nice memento.
Because I literally got that helmet that morning.
Oh.
I got a special edition one done for the TT and got to wear it for a lap. Well, 3/4 of a lap.
I'm surprised they passed you for the medical though, because it could have been a concussion.
Could have been, yeah.
But you felt fine, as fine as you can feel.
You don't have time to think, do you?
I suppose the adrenaline's flowing.
I had to get on the road, and get my slaps.
But so coming into the event, obviously TT, you come off a good Northwest.
Yeah.
Podium. You must have been buzzing with confidence anyway.
Yeah, I definitely. I knew we were coming here with a twin. Me and Lee had spoke about it, but obviously like the likes of Jamie, the Pattons, Michael, we're like, to get in the podiums, it's going to be a tight ask. So we sort of said to ourselves, it's going to be a fight between me and him for 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
Sort of had an idea that's where we would have been if they were stayed going. But it was one of them, just sort of like, you have to finish the race as well. And 600, I should have been top 10 the first one, which I got caught speeding in pit lane, which is, it was a few things happened that shouldn't happen, but whatnot. Yeah. So I should have been 9th in it, and then I went faster. I think it just was like a second off doing a 25 on a 600, which that was my aim, to come here and do 25s on it.
On the 6.
Yeah, so I was happy with that. And then obviously the second 600 race with the wind, I just wasn't interested. Like I'm not really.
How bad was it?
I'm not really willing to risk anything. At the end of the day, there's boys out there that want to pull the pin and go for it, tear away. Like at the end of the day, I'll come back next year and fight again. Whereas if I crash with the stupidity of because of wind caught me or something, I beat myself up for So that's how I look at it. But it was bad. Like I didn't enjoy it at all. Like, and then the senior had COVID, so I was absolutely done. Like first lap, sweat was dripping off me. It was blowing out of my arse. I was like, nah, that'll leave me. I'm going to the van.
Did you know you had COVID at the time or not?
No, I didn't have a clue. It just clicked on me like it was just like a switch.
Really?
Oh, I literally was up on the start line. I was like, I feel like I've got a sore throat. And honestly, it was just like some man just boom, switched me off.
Cool.
And that was it. I was in bed for a week.
But luckily, you didn't get COVID during the lightweight.
No.
So tell us about that then. Like you just said, you went into it expecting to be fighting for 4th and 5th with Lee, 4th or 5th with Lee.
Yeah.
And you had Pete, Michael,
Jamie, Lee. Yeah. I'd say there was like obviously them three where you could sort of say that was where it was going to be. But I still wasn't giving up hope, and I thought I could do it. And then obviously the wind was bad up top on the twin race, and my bike was not pulling 6th gear at all. I was 6th, 5th, 6th, 5th, just trying to keep the thing going.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier on, like I'm not great in the first lap. I'm just a slow starter. And
is that something you're trying to work on?
That's I need to just pull a pin or something. Somebody just needs to give me a kick up the hole or say something to get me across or something. I need just something just to get me going, because I know it is such a weak point.
Is it? I know it was a negative, obviously, when you got your black eyes this year, but is that a positive for you having the warm-up lap?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it definitely is. If I could have my way, I'd do a 10-lap race around here.
Yeah.
At the end of the race, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
But like in that race, and I think I got my first pit board, and I think it was P6 in the race. I was like, Jesus. No, it was P7. That's where it was. I goes, God, I'm riding awful. I was like, Paul, pull yourself together here. Like, this is not good enough. And then I think I got another one, and I was 6th. But your French lad, Pierre, he had a board at the Craig. Coming out of the gooseneck. Yeah, it was coming out of the gooseneck. So I was reading his board as well. Because he was starting behind me. I was like, God, he's
He was
catching.
there or thereabouts,
I
wasn't
was
he?
like,
Yeah,
oh, he's
yeah,
catching me. Like, so I was like, right, I need to really put the head down here. And then I had my brother at the Craig. So it came around, I think it was like the first lap coming off the Craig, I think it was like 5th or 6th or something. I think it was 6th or something. So I was like, right, obviously that I'd work to do. And then I came through the second lap. I was 5th, but it was only +0, like there was nothing in it. And then I was seeing your man Pierre Yves board again.
Yep.
And I knew it was between me and him, and didn't know, like, obviously Lee was gone at that stage. And then obviously going on to the last lap, seen Jamie break down. I think Jamie broke down the lap before, and then Michael broke down. And I remember coming through, I think it was coming through Rencoll, and I was right, I'm in for a shout here, like. And I just says, right, throw everything you have at this. If you crash, just go for it, like. And then seen Pierre Yves board at the gooseneck, and he was 0. It was 0 for 4 or for 3rd and 0 for 5th. I was like, well, I'm one of them. Which one am I? I didn't know at the stage. So I was right over the mountain, called Dom, coming on to the mountain mile. Same thing. 5th, 6th. I said, please Dom, do not slipstream me. Like, just let me go here.
Yeah.
So I was right, got through, got to the Craig. My brother, he was standing, but the whole of Northern Ireland must have been there. Every man had their top off and going clean bananas. Couldn't see my board. Nothing. I mean,
a great help.
Not a thing. So I was like, just started screaming. When everybody was roaring, I could just see them just going mad. So I started shouting inside my helmet. That was right. Down through Hillbray, blah, blah, got the signpost in towards, what do you call it? Is it the nuke? Call it?
No,
yeah. Oh, what did I do? Did I lose the front?
Oh,
Do you know when you're going from the left to flick right? Well, boom. I goes, oh, I'm down. Got it picked
Really?
up. Oh, ran wide. The fella that I rode for in 18, he's seen it. He goes, oh, he's down. Got her in anyway. Then I was at this stage. I thought, right, it's that close. I don't know where I'm going to be. So I was this stage, still didn't know. Coming up the road, Paul Phillips turned me in, and I was just went mental.
Yeah.
Just,
How did it feel?
it's mad. Such a feeling.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Like,
Yeah, because I remember interviewing you afterwards, and I think you were still a bit.
even still now, it's just I still can't believe it's happened. Not at all. Like,
That's exactly like Lee, though, isn't it? You say to Lee you're a TT winner, and he's like, I still, every time I hear it, it's podium of the TT.
that's mad.
Yeah. But like you say, when you set off on this journey of it all,
No,
it was just to have some fun.
Exactly. But then the thing is, everybody goes, oh, you know, like, you had podiums in the Northwest. I forgot about it. It's gone. You know, like, did it even happen? Whereas the TT still, like, went to Thruxton there at the weekend, and people are still congratulating me for it. You know,
There's
it's
something different about it.
it's mental. But
it just proves that you're more than capable of being there now.
yeah, that's what Lee always says to me. They're trying to remind me that I can do it. Where sometimes I do have self-doubt.
Yeah.
I think I just don't believe in myself. Where I think it holds me back a lot. Where
So
I
you've
just
got that
need
trophy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. It proves that you can do it.
But now I want it more now. Like,
So
you know,
what about that? What about the future? Where's your perfect place? Where's your ideal place?
turning into that winner and closure every race.
No, I didn't mean that. That's obvious. But you know, we've had obviously Connor Cummins on here and your Hickmans and various other people, of course. But my point being is, you know, you've got Connor. He just loves the Paget setup because it's more of a big family side of things. A little less pressure, obviously, because it's not Honda, it's not BMW, and so on.
Yeah.
They all want to win, obviously. But where would you like to see yourself? What kind of a setup? What sort of?
To be honest, I don't think I'd change anything at the minute.
Yeah.
You know, right now I'm really, really content. You know, what if I asked, I get. There's no pressure. Just for argument's sake, Thruxton at the weekend, John was standing beside me in the grid. Then it's his bikes. He wants to see his bikes too well, and we're standing getting on the grid. And I goes, "What's the plan today, John?" He's turning. He just goes, "All I want is for you to have fun." He says, "This doesn't matter." He says, "This is just building for next year." You know, and if he takes me for next year, then, you know, we're in a good place at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He trusts me, I trust him, and we know when we have to go to work, we go to work. Whereas, like, to go to a British Championship race and him to turn around and tell you, I don't care where you finish, just have fun. There's not many people say that to you, is there really? You know, and that, to me, that was...
So for
amazing.
the rest of 22, any more British Championships?
We have penciled in Snetterton and Oulton.
All right.
So we're going to do them, and
On Supersport?
Super Sport at Snetterton, if I can get his arm twisted for that. But he wants to get the stalker back out. But I like Snetterton. I've won there twice in previous years, so not that I'm going to win, but I think I could do a half decent job. And then for Oldham, I think we're going to pull the stocker out and finish off the year in it.
Yeah.
So talking of that stocker then, going back to TT 2023, how, obviously your expectation is you just want to go there and you want to go faster, but surely you've got to be looking, like I said in the intro in part one, you've got to be looking at like 130 mile an hour to get into that club. How far do you feel you're away from that? Is it just a matter of something, just one thing just clicking, and then that's it?
The TT, I was struggling with I just struggled with the bike in itself. It just was tying itself in knots. And we went to RMOA and we made a massive change, completely changed the bike. And
geometry wise.
Everything. And it was just a different motorbike. We blew it up, but we done 3 or 4 laps. But I knew from straight away, I was like, no, it's a motorbike.
Right.
No, I can ride this. Like, whereas before I was getting on the throttle and the thing was spitting and I was bucking and weaving. I was just a passenger.
Yeah.
Where now it felt like a motorbike, and it felt like my 600, and that's all I wanted to feel like. I just wanted to feel like I can just jump on it, snap the throttle, and I'm not scared.
Yeah.
Where at the TT, I was just sitting there, just holding it on, like, and it's not nice. Like.
So what do you think you're capable of doing if you can get on a bike like that you can ride, that you can be in charge of?
I don't know. It's one of them. It's like I just want to get that place where I'm comfortable on the bike, and then just see where I am. I wouldn't want to turn around and go, oh, you want to be with Hickman, which for at the minute that's unrealistic. I just want to keep progressing and keep just moving that target more and more. Like.
Yeah. So what was if you end up beating Lee and getting better than Lee? Do you think he'll appreciate that?
Of course he will. He's my mate. He'll pop me in the back.
Makes you wonder what he'd do to stop him. I don't think he'd like it. He likes it now. But the moment you get a little bit faster than him.
No, do you know what? I don't think he would.
Do you not?
No. Don't know. Find out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's it. Yeah,
you want to find it.
Hopefully, we'll end up finding out. You got some quick fire questions, Steve?
Yeah, I have, mate. Yeah.
Come on.
Right. So I've got some quick fire questions, nice and simple. Just answer it one or the other. No explanations, nothing. They're pretty simple in all fairness. Lager or Guinness?
What?
Lager or Guinness?
Oh, Guinness.
It wasn't an hard question.
Oh, I didn't know what you said. You said it too fast.
Mass start or time trial?
Oh, time trial.
2-stroke or 4-stroke?
2-stroke.
Thought you might say that one. 2 5s. British champion or TT winner?
TT.
Pineapple or never pineapple on a pizza?
Pineapple.
Johnny Ray or Joey Dunlop?
Oh, you can't ask that one.
Of course I can. Everybody else has answered it.
Mm-hmm.
Joey.
You're the first person to answer that. Northern Ireland or the Isle of Man?
Isle of Man.
TT pillion ride with Peter Hickman or John McGuinness?
McGuinness.
Grandstand to Ballacrane or Ramsey to the bungalow?
Ramsey to the bungalow.
Michael Dunlop or Lee Johnston?
Old General.
I knew you'd say that. Thanks, mate.
Nice one. Paul, we wish you all the success in 2023, and hopefully we'll get you back on here with a win.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Nice one. Cheers, pal. Hey, Steve, Paul Jordan. I reckon, and he's not here so we can say this, I reckon he's got a TT win in him at some point.
Yeah, good kid actually. Mm-hmm. Chipping away, not rushing things too much, getting plenty of mileage in, and yeah, I think he's one for the future.
Absolutely. We'll keep an eye on him. This has been the Paul Jordan episode of the TT podcast. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button and leave us a rating and a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. Steve, where do you listen to your podcasts?
Why?
Just
where?
Where?
Anywhere really. I spend that much time on the road.
I don't mean in the bath. I mean, which app do you use? Just say Spotify and be on our way.
TT Plus.
Oh, TT Plus. Good shout. Now we have plenty more star-studded names from the world of the TT on their way in this series. and here's a little taste of what you can expect from one of the most exciting guests. Cannot wait to get him on. It is, of course, Milky Quayle.
Mad Sunday was my day because literally that was the only chance to go one way over the mountain, go mental over the mountain. Mad Sunday was the day I'd literally get up. I think they opened the roads, I think it was about 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock at night. I'd literally just go round and round and round and round and round in a circle. I wouldn't stop. I'd literally just petrol, just to do as many laps as I could.
That episode will be out next week, and don't forget you can get all the latest TT news and features over at iomttraces.com. And of course, we are across all the usual socials. We are at TT Races Official. Steve, thank you, mate.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for listening, guys.